What's happening, troops? So we are back with another alternative attires video, and this one is a big one. It's a special one. We are highlighting the Showcase the Immortals WrestleMania attires in WWE 2K23. We're a couple of weeks removed for the big event itself. Personally, I thought it was an awesome weekend. Let me know in the comments. Favourite matches, disappointments, are we still hurting for Cody Rhodes? But like I said, in today's video, we are going to look at some WrestleMania attires in-game. So first up in the showcase, we are taking a look at the return of the Demon, Finn Balor and Edge inside Hell in a Cell. Epic matchup here. Have you seen the pictures online of Finn's cracked open watermelon? Oh, the staples required at ringside. Then we find out he had a torn calf muscle. Finn was in an absolute beast mode in Hell in a Cell, and for all that stuff stacked on, I thought it was a pretty solid match. So we're going to take a look at these attires. Starting off with the man himself, the return of the Demon, Finn Balor, with an absolutely epic representation of his attire. The back paint, the tassels, the full shebang, the face paint. Not seen the Demon for a long time in the WWE, and this is probably one of my favourite kind of versions. And in-game, this model is looking absolutely incredible. And then even on the entrance as well, with a, I'm going to say kilt. I'm not saying skirt. Being a Scotsman, we're going to say kilt, but with a head dress and all that, like this one is just, oh, so that's the reason why I'm starting off with this one first, because this one is just an absolute perfection. And then taking a look at the Rated R Superstar Edge with the Brood themed attire. Absolutely love this attire for Edge as well. I liked that it was simple, no too over the top, but it just looks so clean. And like I say, in game with this one, it looks awesome. You can also pretty much reenact the entrance as well if you use like the Codevator and have them rising up with like the flames and stuff like that. The entrance one for this one, obviously, with slots and images for creating stuff. I feel sorry for the creators out there, because having to do the mask and stuff, just, I don't even think it's possible with the restrictions in place, but they have absolutely nailed the attire Edge, and I really like this look for him. And then up next, we're taking a look at the father-son duo of Rey and Dom, who came out with some of the best entrances we've seen in WrestleMania for a while. Say what you want about Dom, absolutely love just how much he's came in Judgment Day. His entrance with the mask and all that was so cool, and we're going to take a look at their in-game attires. So starting off with the Master of the 619, Rey, which I really like this attire. Colour palette, kind of like Edge, where it was like the actual stuff itself wasn't too over the top with the logos and stuff like that, and I really like this look. The mask was really different. I feel like they've captured that pretty well in game. Like the shape and stuff was really different for, I feel like it had like a bit of a muta like shape to it, and I feel like they've captured that really well in game. And then talking about Dom's entrance, absolutely spectacular effort at kind of reenacting his entrance stuff here with a mask. I hope Dom does this more often, because this was sweet. Like the jacket, I just dug his whole entrance as a just presentation alone, and the mask and all that, and the kind of Eddie pattern on the tights and stuff as well. And obviously talking about the tights, like I say, we've got that kind of Latino heat inspired the mammy on the back. Like one of my favourite attires for the whole weekend, and in game this just looks absolutely amazing. Like love this one, probably one of my favourites out of the whole bunch. And like just having that, and if you edit Dom's like entrance a wee bit as well, like to his default kind of face Dom, the whole thing just looks so cool with the Judgment Day kind of backdrop and stuff. Up next we are looking at Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, who Logan Paul just doesn't seem like he misses. Another good notch in the belt for Logan Paul. That was a really fun match where it was, wrestling wise it was good, had the entertainment side with KSI and all that, and again I thought their attires were pretty cool, so it was one that I really wanted to feature in this video. Now, you knew Seth was going to come out with something pretty special for WrestleMania. He's a man that likes to dress for the occasion, and he did not disappoint with the big jacket, the kind of Jeff Jarrett-esque straps and stuff, but I liked the actual ring gear itself with the pink and the red. Pretty bold colour palette wise, but it looks really clean, and in game this one's turned out really well, and we can see kind of how they managed to capture his entrance stuff. Now, I feel like they've done a really good job here, considering that jacket was so outlandish. I feel like they've really kind of captured the look as pretty good as you could. Like, it's really awesome, and it's just another one that Seth's just knocked out the park with the out there attire. And now his opponent, Logan Paul, this one is clean. Like on the entrance with the jacket. Like phenomenal texture, detail, colours. Like really dig this one. It looks so good, and I say it's another good showing for Logan. And this attire is another top quality stuff. Really digging the Logan Paul in this one. And now we're taking a look at the main event of night one, the tag team championship matchup with KO, Zayn, and the Usos. The Usos came out with some absolute fire attire, and we're going to have a wee look at that now. So we'll just take a look at the one. We then need to look at both, but have a wee look at Jay here, and the white and the red. Again, something simple, clean style wise, but just looks great, man. Jay always loves to be crop top, and this one I love, man. It's just simple, but colour palette wise, bloodline with the red, etc., and it's just awesome. And then even like on the entrance with the Samoan dress piece there, like just the little details, just the season on top, and when the two of them come out together, it just looks incredible. And then the same here. We'll not look at both, because as is the case with the Usos, it's a pretty carbon copy attire for KO and Sammy. But we'll take a look at Sammy here with a custom WrestleZania t-shirt, the wee hoodie on the entrance, the KO kind of SZ and stuff like that. Like, there's a wee combo. They came out looking really cool, this one, and again in game just looks really cool. And up next on the list, one of my favourite matches for the weekend. My chest still feels sore from all the chops that were thrown. We're looking at the triple threat with Sheamus, my man Drew, and Gunther. What an absolute slobber knocker this one is, and we're going to check out their in-game attires. So if they start off with my man, my fellow Scot, Mr. McIntyre, with a kind of homage throwback to some kind of white gear that he had worn previously in his first run. Something just a bit different for him. I like the white gear on him. Same with like the Usos. There's something about like all white gear just really stands out sometimes. And then even on the entrance with the kilt, we'll take a wee look at. So the kilt here, we've got the white sporran with the tassels and stuff. Like, just really digged this look for Drew, and it comes across really nice in game. And then the Ring General Gunther, like this one as well. The Ring General on the back of the jacket, the navy attire, again just suits Gunther to a T. This just looked very clean, professional, quite regal. Like, the man is just absolutely on fire just now. Jacket off, the ring attire. Really digging this look for Gunther. And last, by no means least, Sheamus. He's no one for being too fancy and showing off with the attire. Quite a nice, simple, textbook, clean Sheamus look in this one, but still pretty cool. And another good job. And now we're going to take a look at Bianca Belair and Asuka, who has a pretty damn good match. The women knocked it out the park over the whole weekend, and some really cool attires on show for Bianca and Asuka as well. So we know Bianca's attire game is always strong. She makes her own stuff. She's got a creative mind, and this has came across really well in game. Like, a lot of kind of wee details on this, and they've just captured them all to a really high standard. And this Bianca's awesome. And even like with the entrance as well, the glasses, the jacket with the big ass tassels on them. Like, really, this one looks awesome coming out as well, because Bianca's got quite a lively entrance, so this one comes across really cool when they're coming into the ring. And then this is where we look at Asuka. I get the dreaded glitch when you're previewing it. It works fine in game, as you can see, where the footage shown, but the in-ring and the entrance with the jacket and stuff, and digging the return of the face paint for Asuka. Like I say, is we kind of go in because I'm getting the transparent glitch in the preview for Asuka, but it works totally fine, and absolutely stellar work on this one, especially the detailing on the jacket and stuff like that. And then in a standout match for the weekend for me, Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. I thought these two torn the house down, and that's defo high up on my list of favourite matches for the weekend. Like I say, let me know in the comments what were your kind of top picks for the 2 days, but we're going to check out these two attires. So here we go with Charlotte. Huge entrance as always with her, with the big jacket and stuff like that. Like, she looked very regal as you would expect. Also, looks like she's taking a wee break again, but I thought her and Rhea just put on a hell of a match, and a nice deserved moment in the spotlight for Rhea. I feel like she was very deserving as being the champ, and then it's a good time for. And then the in-ring, one of my favourite attires for Charlotte, actually. I really dig this one. And again, this one's came over, like, just the texture and the detailing on this one. I feel like this one really pops off in game and just looks so clean. Really like this one. And the newly crowned champ Rhea, really again high standard with this one. Even the wee mammy collar and stuff like that. Like, Rhea looks absolutely awesome in this one. Really good job on this one. And that added finesse with the entrance attire as well, with just the hood up on the jacket. Again, like, coming out in the entrance, I feel like this one just looks really good, and that close up when she's on the apron and having the hood up and stuff. Like, really dig this one. And then up next, it's the Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena and Theory's WrestleMania attires. A quick but effective match there. I thought kind of the right thing, and again, Theory a bit the rub and putting him over now that Cena's kind of on the way out, it would seem. So I feel like the right decision was made there. Not a spectacular match, but it was good enough. So we're going to have a wee look at these attires. So Cena coming out, you know he likes a nice wee custom t-shirt, and they managed to reenact this in-game to such a high level. Awesome stuff, even at the back. Like, it just looks so good. They've done such an excellent job on this one. And it's always an iconic look for Cena. He always manages to kind of keep it similar, but keep it fresh, and I feel like they really did a good job in the detailing on the tee and the hat and stuff like that on this one. And this Austin Theory, so good. My favourite thing, we have got the full beard. Always hard making games when people can change facial hairs, and the kind of in-game models now got the big thick Theory beard. So they managed to get this in here, which is a nice wee touch. Austin Theory's attire was pretty bang on as well, with the wee Hollywood theme and the gold colouring and stuff, and this one's turned out so clean in game, and another one that's quite high up in my favourites for the ones that we're looking at. Excellent job on this. And that kind of covers my favourite attires. I wasn't going to sit and cover every single one. When you add in all the tag matches with the showcases and stuff like that, I have downloaded the Roman Reigns, but I mean, it wasn't too much a drastic change for Roman. Some red boots and stuff like that. Still looks cool, but I just wanted to highlight the ones that I thought just stood out for me from a visual standpoint. There's only so many slots that we have in game as well, and between some other stuff. I will have another AEW Part 2 video coming up. That one was well received on the first one I done, so we're trying our best to keep these slots kind of overfilling. But WrestleMania ones, I thought the ones that we've highlighted are brilliant. I say it every time, make sure and upvote the creators, add them to your favourites, because they just do amazing stuff. Big huge thanks for me. I don't think that ever gets said enough to a big thank you to all these people making these attires, because it just seems like it's a thankless job at times. We just consume it all, reap the rewards, and these guys and gals are the ones that are just putting in the big work. So I says, up next we will have an AEW one coming fairly soon. I've got another couple that I need to download. Just keep an eye on the channel. Plenty of WWE stuff dropping with My Rise highlights and a few other things. That will do it for me, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace!